All right, well, first of all, starting off, again, would like to welcome Alvin Kamara into our football family, and very excited about his signing yesterday, so very excited about that. The other thing that extremely pleased with that I think warrants a lot of conversation are our academics. And our academics came out. We had 46 individuals on our football team with a 3.0 or above, 55 Vol scholars, and our overall team GPA was a 2.75, which is the highest in the history of Tennessee football. The highest had been a 2.37 before that. And very proud of our players and the effort that they put into the classroom. We talk about it starts with academics first and foremost. They were able to do that. We'll have 18 college graduates that go to the bowl trip to Jacksonville. So again, we talk about getting a degree from the University of Tennessee, and very proud of them. We've taken our GPA when we came here from the low 2s to the high 2s. You look at the APR, we were at 930 prior, and we've had 1,000 and a 972. So there's a lot of hard work that goes into it. Starts with our student athletes, but it's also Dr. Joe Skog and the entire Thornton Center. They've done a tremendous job, but also our parents of our players should be very proud. So we talk about winning in the classroom. They won in the classroom. So I think that merits a lot of conversation for that. Third practice in a row. You could see our bodies kind of getting worn down a little bit. We'll take tomorrow, and tomorrow will be a recovery day with meetings. Let their bodies kind of recover from the long grind they've been in, and then resume practice on Saturday. But we've taken some great strides. Again, the repetitions have been invaluable for our football team, especially some of the young players that haven't been able to receive much playing time. So the accumulation of reps is starting to happen as well, and that's been great to see with their progress. The other thing is I'd like to thank everyone in Gatlinburg. What a great evening for them, making it a memorable experience for our football team. A lot of these individuals had never been to Gatlinburg, and for them to be as accommodating as they were last night to our football family, very indebted to them and Jim Ogle and everyone in Gatlinburg. So thank you. So I'll answer any questions you may have.
Real quick on the GPA thing, is that for an individual semester, or is that what? Is that for an individual semester?
The 275 is for an individual, is you know, for the overall semester. And these kids have done a tremendous job. And again, our Thornton Center has done a tremendous job since day one. The restructuring by Dave Hart, everyone involved. You know, we have the top academic advising counseling center in the country, and I think it really shows. And that's not lip service. All you have to do is look at the results.
The injuries he had in the receiving corps also creating opportunities for some guys. Anybody who's kind of really stood out in that regard so far?
Vic Wharton continues to get better and better and better. And Vic has a great work ethic about himself, and he's one of those individuals who's just kept working and working and working. Very proud of him. Ryan Jenkins is another individual. These reps for him have been invaluable, so they continue to progress as well. And it's a great opportunity for both him and Vic. He has the ability to make you miss at the second level, but also has a toughness to run between the tackles. We talk about being a complete running back, and we feel he's a complete running back. And then being able to get him at mid-year is going to be a great boost to our entire offense. And we're still way down in numbers at the running back position, so the continual recruiting and elevation of that position is critical. But to be able to bring him in at mid-year is very important for us in moving forward. And, you know, he can catch the football. He can do a lot with the ball in his hands, and he's a tough, competitive young man.
How do you think ASC and Jalen can complement each other?
I think they'll complement each other well. And as we found out this conference, you need more than 2 running backs. So, again, it's going to be a great opportunity for other individuals as well. But, you know, you have to have 2 complementary backs, and they complement each other, and just in terms of different skill sets, in terms of speed, make you miss. They're both very good in pass protection. They'll be evolved even more in their throwing game. So very excited. But we need to continue to recruit that position and develop that position as well. But very excited about that. That was a great recruiting get for us.
Alvin was suspended a couple of times in Alabama. Are you okay with where he is?
Absolutely. We do our research. Have you done your research? We do our research with everything we do.
I was at the Alton Trophy winner that Iowa has. Just what stands out on film?
I'm sorry, who?
The Alton Sheriff. The Alton
Yeah,
Trophy
great
winner.
player. Very tough, very physical, complete offensive lineman, can run block, can pass block. I saw on TV last night they have him as the 10th pick in the mock draft, and very deservingly so. I've talked to a lot of coaches, and very physical, very tough-minded, tries to wear his opponent out, so it's going to be a great challenge for us.
Just what's, obviously they've accomplished one of their big goals is just to get to a bowl game. What's their motivation level like? What's the spirit, energy like in terms of trying to get that 7th win?
It's been a great spirit, great energy, and we've spoken about that. And again, even going to Gatlinburg last night was critical in terms of teaching them on how you go to a bowl game. And again, we can't assume anything. And so the expectations of when you travel, how you represent yourself, how you represent this institution, all that. And so going to Gatlinburg was critical. But they understand. You know, we talked about the importance of winning the football game. We have some messages from our former players that are in the National Football League, and I think Peyton Manning set the temperament for this football team this morning when we watched his message to the football team as well. So they understand what's at stake. They understand the magnitude, and if you're a competitor, this is what you work for, to playing games like this. And they've done a great job.
How are these practices different? You know, you have a few weeks to prepare for one opponent. Is it kind of like in August when you're preparing for the first game?
It's a balancing act. It's almost like starting off being in training camp mode and then going into game week. What we've tried to do is really create a game week preparation mindset this week. But we've practiced Tuesday, Wednesday, and now today. And it's been very physical because it's going to be a physical football game. Our players understand that with Iowa. But, you know, we've tried to balance. We're doing more competitive situations, more good-on-good situations, more service than we ever have. But that's part of bowl preparation. So even when we're running Iowa's offense with our twos, it's a chance for them to get quality reps. So I've been very pleased with bowl practice so far.
With Jalen, the citations, that's something you've already handled with him?
Yeah, we've handled that. We've handled that internally, and we'll continue to handle that.
I assume he's practiced all week. I assume
Yes, that's been about a few weeks old. And, you know, it's just like raising your children. It's all about decisions and the 1 second rule, and we'll continue to educate and, you know, talk to them. And it's all about choices, and they understand that. And we have good character kids in this program, and they'll continue. It's raising my 3 boys. I know at some point in time they're going to make maybe a poor choice, and it's all about how you handle it. It's being firm, it's being fair in your punishment, and it's being stern, and it's being disciplined. But I think we all that have had children, they've made a bad decision one way or another, and you continue to educate them. But our character of our football team and our kids are outstanding. It's just the power of choices.
It doesn't affect the status of Virginia?
No.
Butch, on underage breaking goes on all the time in college. How do you write that with your team? Is that a big deal to you, or you just accept it as actually part of being college?
No, it's a very big deal to us. And again, maybe I look at things a little bit differently because I grew up in a law enforcement house. So I've seen it all. And so I've seen just about anything and everything that you could see. Shoot, I used to sneak out at midnight and ride in a police car with my dad's police officers. And if my dad knew about that, I'd probably be in trouble and they'd be in trouble. But I think that's really helped me. But we take great pride in that. We spend an inordinate amount of time with our personal growth and development here, and we talk about those issues. And again, being here for bowl preparation has actually accelerated that program. So we spent about 15 minutes today talking about that as well. So that's something that we talk about every day, and we talk about every societal issue. We talk about that. And I do like your vest too, by the way.
Butch Thomas has been kind of working at the center the last few
Yeah.
seasons. So is that his home from
now on going into the offseason? Or is
Just
it
trying to put our players in what we feel can help the team in their best position. And what we've learned is you can never have enough centers. We played in a bowl game one year, and we lost 3 centers. And you talk about panic on the sideline. And so once that experience happened, we've always tried to get as many individuals reps at center to be able to do that. But he is a little bit of a natural there because that's what he played in high school. But again, continuing to grow. And again, that's why these bowl practices are invaluable, because you're able to take a Coleman Thomas where we played him at tackle. Now we can move him at center. And his overall knowledge base of the offense is going to provide, provide him the luxury of playing multiple positions once spring ball starts. I've been really happy with him. And competition.
Are there any midterm enrollees that can actually practice in a bowl practice, or will they all be joining the team?
They'll all be joining the team once we get back and we start this semester.
Justice Pickett,
yeah.
still academic issues?
Justice was a walk-on for us, and some academic things have occurred, and when you're paying for school, you have to make some decisions. So he will not accompany us. He couldn't anyways because of some transfer rules, but he won't. He's no longer a part of the football team.
So not going forward, he's done?
Correct. Yep.
When did you make that decision? When did that kind of come about?
Well, it happened right at the end of the semester when we knew in terms of hours that he would be ineligible for the bowl game. So.
Considering how many receivers are banged up, does it put more pressure on Josh to make things happen? Maybe it's needed, you don't have a whole lot of pass catchers out there?
No, because we still have some other individuals that are stepping up, like we spoke about with Ryan Jenkins, with Vic Wharton, and then our tight ends as well, and then our backs as well. So we'll play our style of play in our offense and our scheme. It's just the depth is concerning. So, your repetitions increase, and that's why we've increased the amount of volume of repetitions in a row this bowl camp. So we used to rotate 4, now we rotate 7.
Some players have Michael Sawyer's been out there today. Is that nice to have him back in the mix, or what's the situation?
Well, Michael's been back, but we've moved him around a little bit just because of scout teams from the offensive line and defensive lines, and we'll continue to evaluate him, and he knows what he has to do. But it's been good to have him back. All right, thank you.